Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the Marco's Movies channel, a place to learn more, know more, and talk more about movies. On this channel, I rate, review, and react to movies, so if you enjoyed today's video, please consider clicking that subscribe button and turn the notification down below so you never miss another upload of mine. So as today's video's title and thumbnail states, I'm going to be watching Haunting of Hillside for the very first time. So my Patreons decided to do something really funny. Out of the 8 TV shows, the 2 that actually tied were Hannibal and Haunting of Hillside. And generally speaking, Haunting of Hillside was down, but just randomly came back. So I was like, alright, I'm going to set Hannibal as the show I want to watch, because I kind of wanted to watch Hannibal more just because Mads Mikkelsen's badass and just so many great things I've heard, as I did with this show. But I decided, let's make this fair. I put up a poll asking my patrons if they wanted me to watch just Hannibal or both Hannibal and Haunting of Hillside, and the majority voted for both. So I'm going to be watching both for the very first time. And if you guys would like to participate in future polls where you literally dictate everything my ass watches on this channel, you could go ahead and sign up on my Patreon with the first link in the description. Or if you would like to watch the full-length reaction of me watching Haunting of Hillside and Hannibal, the whole entire series, you could do so in my Patreon link as well. But let's go ahead and start talking about what I know about this show. So I know one major thing. The one biggest thing that has made me drawn to this show is that it's directed by Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan's my favorite, or first or second favorite director working today. He might just be my favorite. He's my favorite directing horror by far. Before I even started this channel, I loved Oculus, I loved Gerald's Game, I loved Dr. Sleep, and I also loved his Ouija sequel because the original one sucks. And I just watched Hush for my first time, and it's one of my favorite thrillers of all time, weirdly enough, because I just love the concept. So that his directing is definitely going to draw me so much into the show. And I also saw on one of Austin Burke's older videos that he said this show has the best jump scare in history of jump scares. So I'm definitely going to be looking out for that because, as you guys know, I don't really get jump scared. I get like heart drops. I'm just like, and then my heart just sinks down to my freaking ball sack. But I'm just so excited to watch this show for the first time, guys. Thank you all so much for recommending it to me. And if you guys would like to recommend even more horror shows and horror stuff, you could do so by leaving a comment down below. I try to respond to as many of you guys as I can. But even if I don't respond to you guys, every suggestion you make goes onto a list as long as I haven't seen it. But let's just go ahead and quit the talking and get to the reacting, and let's start watching Haunted of Hillside Episode 1. Oh, they saw something. Oh, that jacket in the corner was creepy,
Scared?
bro.
Just like a cup of water can spill sometimes.
Oh,
Well,
foreshadowing.
kids' dreams are special. They're like,
An ocean.
that's right. And that's all she is. She's just a little spill.
Nope, she's a freaking real life ghost who's probably gonna antagonize you throughout the whole movie.
Well, your mother and I, we have to finish fixing this house.
Oh, Mike is gonna have so much fun with these long ass freaking halls, and I'm terrified for what he's gonna do with them. I let you guys know in my poltergeist reaction, I don't like doors creaking. I don't. That freaking jacket is really fucking scary to me. What the f- That looked like freaking Sunderman! No, no, no. Dude, it's the opening credit sequence.
Carl was driving on Rural 86 during the storm. Do you remember that storm? He was hanging there the whole time. Hours. Upside down, tangled up in his seatbelt. I started to hear a car horn. Short bursts. And then I looked up at the ceiling. And there he was. Pulled into his cheeks.
It's a very interesting story, Mrs. Walker.
Okay, this guy's he's gonna come to Hill House pretty soon.
Irene, this is what I'd like to do.
Nice way to introduce a one
I'd
little
like to look
character
around your
or a
house.
cool little
I'd like to set up
subplot.
some equipment. I'd also like to sleep in that room tonight.
I'm sorry, I should have told you I'm a fan. That's my favorite, the first one.
All those years trying to understand what happened in that house, you know what I never found? A reason.
Good
So don't
line.
expect one.
I take note of a good screenplay, guys. Trust me.
Your dad.
Ooh, who's this? Oh, I thought her shadow was a freaking thing. No comment.
The reason Mommy and Daddy are here is because it's important to say goodbye to Grandma. Viewing is just a way to do that, to...
Grammy keeps sitting on my bed at night, touching my hair. She just stares at me.
It's Nell. I need you to call me. It's hard to understand. Everything's so twisted and it's hard to explain, but...
I don't know if this is gonna work, young lady. And I'm gonna need it back.
Ooh. Dude, this house just looks eerie. Like the house in Hereditary, it just feels eerie.
Key is... What do you think is in there? What if it's a cotton candy machine?
I know you don't need me to tell you this, but literally every...
The freaking foreshadowing and the suspense and the tension is just through the roof, because now when they open that, we know something's in there, but they don't.
I'm the oldest. It's my job.
Oh, wait. That's you.
Fine. I'll handle...
Hi, this is Nell. Please leave a message after the beep.
And that's the girl from Hush. So I recently learned that is actually Mike Flanagan's wife. That's why she's in Gerald's Game, Hush. She's in like all his movies, and she's a fantastic actress, by the way.
That was really good. Yeah, you're damn right. I have to work tomorrow. No, we just did what we came here to do, yeah?
Just used her, bro.
Okay, then.
Low key.
You're like a guy. You're worse than a guy. You're like a frat guy. I said you could live here. I wasn't expecting the pussy parade.
I'm drawing boundaries, which is something you might want to look into. Maybe a brick wall when it comes to Luke.
That was a good one.
Do you remember the bed neck lady?
He just had a dream about her.
She's back.
Stevie, get up.
Dad? What's going on?
Get up. We gotta get out of here right now.
Why?
Isn't the door locked?
I'm gonna carry you. And you keep your eyes closed no matter what you hear. You don't open them.
What's happening? Where's Mom? I thought I saw her upstairs.
That's not Mom.
What do you mean that's not Mom? Oh, I hate subtle stuff like that. Just someone standing at a middle. We got a Babadook situation here with him in the ceiling. This freaking demon is all like connecting them. Just like this family, the wife died. Connections. And because it's haunted, little boy. There's more than just science. There's ghosts.
What you making?
A new sign. How do you spell no girls allowed?
N-O-G.
I already got those.
You know, I used to have imaginary friends too. They go away when you get bigger. Where do you get the ideas for these drawings?
Children's drawings are a very clever and cliche way to scare people. I think they're pretty terrifying, but it's definitely a little bit of a cliche at this point.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Steve.
How'd you know where to find me? Tell you what, I've got... Let me see. I know.
Damn.
Thanks.
She wasn't in L.A. She was at the house, Steve. She was at the house. She dead.
Was that real or was that fucking...
You there? Steve, you there?
No, Steve is not freaking here. He just got his freaking shit scared out of him. Goodness. Alright, guys. Oh. So with these show ones, I'm not going to talk too much at the end. I'll probably give it like 1 to 2 minutes, give my quick opinions. Expectations just rose even more from this pilot. Such a great pilot. Definitely, I would say Hannibal's pilot was definitely more sophisticated. This is generally, I would say, more of just a straightforward, simpler, horrifying show with a really interesting concept of a haunted freaking mansion. Super amazingly filmed, which is what Mike Flanagan is so awesome for. Amazing editing. That is maybe the best thing Mike Flanagan is at, is he edits his stuff perfectly. He has a great sound mixing, great editing, doesn't show you too much, but shows you enough to make you suspensed and make you scared and get intense and get tensed up. Like, my hairs were up the entire movie. I was getting goosebumps on my arms, guys. Like, this was such a great pilot, and it just rose my... This set the bar for one of my favorite pilots of all time, probably just behind Hannibal. So now this rest of the show, my expectations were minimal, because I heard it was a jump scary filled show, so I was like, it's probably gonna tag it. But this first episode, the jump scares felt earned. And that's the best thing I could say, is these jump scares, they actually helped the plot. They furthered the plot. They helped the plot. They weren't just there to scare you. They actually were there for a reason, and I appreciate that so much. I appreciate how the jump scares were filmed. There was a couple false scares that pissed me off, but it's alright. The performances are great. The directing is great, and I'm just so excited to watch the next episode, which I'm probably going to do right now. Just get them done. Get this one out to you guys tomorrow. Well, I'm an idiot. Well, for my Patreons, it's coming out for you tomorrow. But for you guys, thank you all so much for tuning in to this movie reaction, me watching Haunting of Hillside. If you guys enjoy this, make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you would like to participate in my movie and TV show polls in the future, or if you would like to watch the full length of Haunting of Hillside and watch me get scared shitless for an entire hour, because that's how long this episode was, or watch the entire series or any of my other movie full reactions, you could do with my first link in the description. But as always, guys, keep watching movies.